It's a common trend. Bartle has now started the trend of eating off camera and then jumping in on camera. And here's Gerry Fleming enjoying the gluten-free pizza from Mountain Mike's. Welcome, Coach.
Well, thank you, and thanks for the pizza, Mike.
Yeah.
It's called a grand entrance hold.
Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm there too early, Bart's. There too early.
Too early for what? What are you talking about?
Everything.
He doesn't make grand entrances.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. You'll make a grand entrance if you put barbecue sauce on a brat. That's a grand entrance.
I mean, is that like a veteran
Is that
move?
what you do? You put barbecue sauce on
No, who
brats?
does that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what he said.
Kielbasa, he said.
Wasn't that the same thing?
It's even worse. It's
Well,
not.
it's Italian. Yeah.
It's not the
One's
same.
German,
It's very
one's
close.
Italian,
Yeah.
Sausage is a sausage at the end of the day, though.
Yeah.
You simmer the kielbasa in the barbecue sauce.
No, that's no.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this away here for a second,
Yeah.
fellas. There we
Yeah,
go.
no,
I'm back.
I'm serious. This is going to revolutionize. Yeah.
Barbecue sauce on hot dogs, Jerry. You ever
I've
done
tried
it?
that before. Yeah. Well, when you grill them, sometimes you put it on before you grill.
You could do that as well. Yeah. It's legit.
I didn't know this. Are you going to be okay without me on Saturday? Is that that's the big
Well,
question?
I think we'll be in very capable hands. Yeah, very much so. But we will miss you, to answer your
Well,
question.
thanks. I'll miss you as well, too.
I'm sure some people will miss
Yeah,
you.
some people will
Joey, Oysty's going to miss
Oysty's
you. All
definitely gonna miss me.
all those
Yeah,
guys
for
are going to miss
sure.
you.
Bartle will have you covered on Saturday down in San Diego. But Bart's, I don't think you ever thought that you'd be back in San Diego as a broadcaster. But here we
Returning
are.
to the giant air filter.
When was the last time you got down? I mean, we're talking 05?
For a broadcast? Yeah, if down there it would have been 05.
05.
Yeah.
Wow.
In San Diego.
How about that? Yeah. You didn't get to go to Tucson. We did. And if you didn't hear, Condors with a big sweep against the Tucson Roadrunners. Yeah. Coach, you had to feel good after that weekend in Tucson, knowing that this team needed to go there, take care of business, and that's exactly what the Condors did.
Yeah, obviously it was great to get the 2 wins, but that's the past. Now we're looking forward here to this weekend coming up.
I love the coach talk.
Yeah,
you can't even look at it.
You can't look past. You can't look past it just yet. You're on a radio show or TV show, and we have to ask you questions about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So Friday night, not so easy. Nice little rally though, and everybody just came together, responded nicely.
Yeah, I thought both games we played well. Came from behind in the second game as well. Late goal on the power play, which was a beautiful play by those 3 guys. Snapped the puck around really quick. But, it was great to get the win. It was important for us, obviously. It was good for our confidence. Now we got to get ready for this upcoming weekend, another big weekend. So, you do what you do. You prepare how you prepared it for your upcoming opponent to give yourself the best possible chance to win. And now we got to do that against San Diego.
You talk about preparing. Take me through the power play goal there at the end of the game. Condors get a late power play. They cash in. Who set up the play? Who designed the play? Where does that come from?
It's just a play. They were forcing up the wall a little bit, so the guys figured it out, slam it down, get it across quickly, isolate that defenseman in front of the net, and he really didn't have time to make a play. It was off. It was on Chaser's stick, off his stick, on Anton's stick, off his stick. It was just snap, snap, snap. It was well executed play.
Is this something that the guys are talking about in the huddle right before they
Probably,
take the face off?
yeah, definitely. You got to give them the autonomy. Like you got to be able to let those guys call audibles when they see something that has set up for most of the game. So they made a great audible there, and like I said, executed a good play.
Hockey's one of those. I like the combination. Like there's a certain amount of structure, and the coaching staff puts a certain amount of structure in. But at the end of the day, if the players can't improvise, adapt, read the play in front of them, and react accordingly, you're not going to get the wins.
Well, it's the game within the game. You see what teams are doing to you, or what a person or a player's doing to you off a draw on the other team. So you might be setting them up the whole game for that big face-off, or has seen something in the way they force off a draw, on a one draw or lost draw, and what they're doing, and how you might be able to take advantage of it or exploit it late in the game. And I thought the guys did a good job on the power play of doing that.
The guy who opened the scoring on Saturday night, Jaden DeShano, now goals in each of his last 4 games. How important or valuable was his time in the ECHL this year to go down, get some ice time, and come back up with the confidence that he has?
Yeah, you play in all situations down there. They run with 10 forwards, some nights 9 forwards, so you're playing. Whether you're playing good or bad, you're playing.
Right.
You don't have a choice.
There's no other option.
Yeah, exactly. So with that comes growing pains. With that comes experience. With that comes a lot of positive things by just playing a lot and playing often and getting caught up with the pro game. It's a great league. There's good players down there. and for guys that we've sent down there in the past that have come up and really have. It's helped them in their overall growth and development as a player.
I mean, he's got goals in 4 straight, but ever since he's come up, he's like a totally different player. I mean, he's using his speed well. He's attacking the net. He's always in the garbage areas.
It's almost like he had an epiphany one game. I just remember it was like, we'd been talking the day before after practice, and we talked about, you just got to go out there and have the don't worry about making mistakes, first of all. But do the things that you do well and have the confidence and the poise with the puck. You're a puck skill guy. You're supposed to make good plays. And it was just like you just had this like, F it, I'm just going to go for it and I'm going to do it and I'm going to play as hard as I can and do what I can. But it was that moment. We call that moment that 4-letter word that starts with an F moment. Yeah. It's almost like an aha moment. And he had it, and hopefully he can just keep that moment and understand that, to play that way is the only way he's going to give himself a chance to play in the NHL someday. He's
just having fun. It looks like he's having fun.
Exactly.
That's another F word,
exactly.
too.
It's a three-letter
It's a 3-letter F word.
That happens so often. I mean, so many guys over the years I've seen that, like, I feel like just telling them, like, just go have fun and play the game.
Exactly. Do what you do best. And with that comes confidence, because you're just going out and you're not really worried about anything. You're not thinking about anything. It just comes, everything comes so natural. And it's just like you really get so, they say it, locked in the zone. But, yeah, in a sense, you just get lost in the moment that you're in, and nothing else really matters. So, and I think he's had that epiphany, for lack of a better words.
You give both starts as well to Jonas Gustafsson over the weekend. How is his professionalism here over the course of this season? It's been obviously a tough year for him at the NHL level, but for him to come down and to perform the way he has in the AHL, especially with other guys that have done the same thing here this year, what does it say about his professionalism here?
Well, you said it best. He's a pro. There's no doubt about it. He's come down here with an attitude that, like, I'm going to make myself better. I'm going to get back to the NHL. What do I have to work on? And he's come down and really applied himself in the areas that he needs to work on. But his professionalism in the room at practice, it really is contagious with the rest of the guys. So it's been great for us to have him. Hopefully he can just keep playing as well as he has here in the last couple of games.
So who's in that on Friday?
Well, we'll see.
This is Condors Unleashed. It's not Insider.
Yeah, we're unleashing things.
We're unleashing
information.
Well, and that's fair. We'll see. Gus gets in tomorrow. He was off today, so we'll see how he feels tomorrow and then make a decision closer to game time.
All right, looking forward, obviously, as well for the home-and-home series against San Diego. Last year, you guys had the Gulls' number a little bit. This year, the Gulls have had your number a little bit. What is it about that team that makes them so hard to play against, especially down there, but overall as well?
Well, overall, they're a good team. They move the puck well. Their execution on the plays that we talked about earlier, they're high skill. Their D are very mobile. They've gotten great goaltending. They're well coached. And they play, obviously, they feed off the energy in that building in San Diego. It's one of the more energetic buildings, atmospheres, I'd have to say, in the league, and they feed off that. So you got to score on them early down there. It takes the crowd out of it a little bit, and you can start to feel the energy in the building get sucked out. But again, they're a team that can beat you in all kinds of different assets or facets of the game. So we're going to have to bring our A game. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, we had success last weekend, but that's just last weekend. We got another opponent, different opponent coming up in San Diego, and we got to prepare for that.
Yes, home and homes used to happen all the time. They're kind of fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they are fun. They're great. I do like them.
Justin Fontaine comes back to the lineup presumably this week, was out with an illness. Ryan Hamilton's been on the shelf. He looks a couple of weeks away here for this Condors team. Would be nice to get those two in a lineup together here down the stretch with this team.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get all our bodies back. Like, it'd be nice to have some choices and some options. But, Hammer's our heart and soul. He's our captain. So missing him, and we were talking in the green room there, I didn't even realize it had almost been 5 weeks or just, so it's been a while. But, time flies. He'll get evaluated on Friday, and hopefully we get some good news and we can get him back as soon as possible.
And, I mean, this team hasn't really missed a beat with him gone. Other guys stepping up in that role, at least on the bench side of things. But he's been around the room each and every day that he's been able to be around the room here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and that's important too, that you don't, because it's easy to, like, you get injured, you're not around the guys, you're not on the road, your schedule's different than theirs, because we get injured guys there a little bit earlier, so that when the guys get there healthy, that they can get catered to for practice time. So it's a different animal being injured, but Hammer stayed around, and you know, like I said, he's our captain, so he's a big part of what we do and what we're trying to accomplish. So it'll be nice to get him back. And like I said, hopefully we can get some good news on Friday.
You mentioned time flies. You're at the part of the schedule where it's like every day just zips right off the calendar. Yeah. Playoffs are going to be here before you know it. How do you like this team right now and where you're kind of sitting?
Well, obviously we're in the driver's seat, and that's what we talked about just before we went on the road to Tucson. And, you know, as long as you're in the driver's seat and you take care of biz, then, you know, you don't have to worry about anything else. So that's our goal right now, just take care of our business.
No scoreboard watching. Just go
well,
take care of your own.
I think that's human nature. Always going to be scored. Like it's just you're in a race, but you focus on what you have to do, not, you know, thinking about what other teams have to do or might do. Like, as long as you do what you have to do.
Gerry's going to check the scoreboard just to see if he got an assist or anything. His game, you know? Like, hey, am I on the sheet there? Am I on the sheet there? Chris, how much time do we have left? I know you're going to start yelling at us pretty soon. About a minute or two.
It's
obviously, March Madness going on. I didn't happen to see your name. I know you're a manual bracket normally. Did you fill out a bracket this year? And if so, how are we looking?
No, I the first year in a long time, as far as I can remember, that I haven't filled out a bracket. So, yeah, it's kind of nice just to sit back knowing that if I had a bracket, I would have just gave my money away because I would have got crushed.
Do you have a favorite team overall or in the tournament this year? Or?
Jesse, and we live right next to FGCU. My daughter went to FGCU and graduated from FGCU, Dunk City.
Dunk City.
That's right. And they were in tight against Florida State. I think they lost by 66 to 60. So once they kind of got eliminated from the tournament, I kind of, you always watch it, but that was my only real interest.
They have a lot of tough recruiting to Florida Gulf Coast University, right? Like it's a tough place to recruit.
Real tough to recruit. Yeah. Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to go there. Nobody's gonna like that.
They made that run, and like the applications were up 60% or something the next year.
It was more like 600%.
And I was wondering if it was more basketball or if people just started going, there's a school in Fort Myers down there?
Wait a minute, I could spend 4 years down there? Pack my bags.
It is. It's a beautiful campus. Like, I live just maybe 2 miles from it and ride my bike by it every day. And it's grown leaps and bounds. I think the school started in, it would have been 2000, right around there, right around the same time as the Everblades got going. Yeah. So I've seen that school and that area just really expand, and the growth has been unbelievable. So
that's awesome.
Great school to go to.
Well, if you want to send your recruiting pitch, go ahead. Gerry Fleming's put one kid through school.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. Gerry, appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah. Thanks, Gerry.
All right, Condors head coach Gerry Fleming. Condors home and home with San Diego this weekend, and then home for 3. Manitoba, Ontario, and Ontario coming up for the second to last homestand of the season. We're getting there towards the end of the year. Ryan Hamilton, Condors captain, will join us when we come back. We'll also talk some Les Schwab Tires 2-for-1 Fridays coming up down the stretch as well. Don't go anywhere. This is Condors Unleashed, live on Bakersfield.com, My45 as well.